Good morning, everyone. Today we'll start with the next topic or the next chapter, that is chapter number 6 of your book, that is squares and square roots. Okay, so squares. First of all, when we start this chapter, we should know what are squares, how to find out square. Okay, so when we talk about square, we have studied in geometry also what is a square and what is the area of a square, right? That is, square's area is side into side. So what is the side? Side means the length of the square. So whenever we used to study square, we know that its area will be side into side. So this side into side, we can write it down. For example, let us take in this square, the both sides are 2 centimeter. So the area will be 2 centimeter into 2 centimeter. Okay, so that means we are doing the square of the number. Whenever we multiply a number 2 times, that is means we are doing the square of the number. Okay, so this will be 4 centimeter square. So whenever a number is multiplied 2 times or a number multiplied to itself, it is known as square of a number. Okay, so if a natural number m can be expressed as n square, this is a natural number m2, and it has been expressed as m square means 4, means it is the square of 2 which is equals to 4. Okay, so this number is known as square number. So 4 is a square number. Okay, so how do we find the square? Whenever we multiply a number to itself, it is known as square of the number. So when we are talking about square of the number, we should know some common square numbers which we should learn. For example, 1 square is 1, because 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. 2 square is 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4. 3 square will be 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9. 4 square will be 4 multiplied by 4, that is 16. So this is how you find square numbers, and these are some of the square numbers which you should learn. Okay, so this is the table on your page number 89. You have to do this table, complete this table, and then learn them also. 1 to 20 you should learn all the square numbers, means what is the square of 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, you should learn them by heart. Okay, so all the numbers like 1, 4, 9, 16, and similarly 5 square, that is 25, 6 square is 36. These are all known as square numbers. All the numbers which are squares of some number are known as square numbers. Okay, and they are also known as perfect squares. What are they known as? Perfect squares. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and etc. etc. There are many numbers. These are known as perfect squares. Okay, they are perfect squares because they are squares of a natural number. Okay, so now you can see this table on page number 90. These are squares of numbers 1 to 20. Like 2 square is 4, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100, 12 square is 144. So these are the number squares. You should learn them. They are all perfect square. These all numbers are known as perfect square numbers. Okay, now coming to the properties. Okay, now what is the property of a square number? Okay, I'll tell you first property of square number, that is all these numbers end in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9 at units place. See, whichever is a square number, they always end in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, and as you can see here, all the square numbers you can see on the ones place, on the units place, you will see either it will be 0, it will be 1, 4, 9, 6, 5. Okay, so like 1 square is 1, so on ones place we have 1. 2 square is 4, so at ones place we have 4. 9 at ones place, 6 at ones place, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0. Okay, similarly 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 4, 1, 0. Okay, so whenever that number is a perfect square, all those numbers which are perfect squares have 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9 at units place. Okay, this is the first property. Now coming to the next property. See, when you move to the page number 91, there is another table, table 1. You can see here square numbers from 22 to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. And you can see all the ones digit will be 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 0. Okay. So now we'll see the next property. The next property says that the square numbers which end in 1 and their corresponding numbers, like if a number has 1 or 9 in units place, then its square ends in 1. Okay, see this square number, this is the number 1, 9, 1, 9, all have units place is 1 or 9 and their squares. Whenever we'll do square of these numbers, you will get at one's place it will always be 1. Like 1 square is 1, 9 square is 81, 11 square is 121, 19 square is 361. So every time we get units place is 1. Okay, this is the other property, that whenever the number has at units place 1 or 9, the square will end in 1. Okay, so now next property is whenever the number ends in 4, 6, 4 or 6, then the square number will always end in 6. Okay, units digit will always be 6. This is the third property. Okay, so this was about the properties. And one more property is there, that whenever we'll square a number which is ending in 0. Okay, for example 10 square, that is if 10 square is written, so how we'll find out 10 square? 10 square will be 10 multiplied by 10, that is 100. Okay, so whenever we have 1 0, we get double zeros. Like 1 0 was here, so we got 2 zeros. Okay, if we find out 100 square, now 2 zeros are there, 100 multiplied by 100, that is we get 4 zeros. Okay, we have 1 0, we get 2 zeros. Similarly, we have 2 zeros, but we get 4 zeros. Okay, this is how we are going to find the squares of number like 10, 100, 20. Okay, now some more interesting patterns, as you can see in your book, adding triangular numbers. Okay, so like 1 can be, 1 is just 1. 3 can be arranged in a triangular pattern. Similarly, 6 can also be arranged in triangular pattern. Numbers whose dot patterns can be arranged as triangles are triangular numbers. Okay, the numbers whose dot patterns can be arranged in the form of triangles, just like here on page number 92 in your book. So these are all known as triangular numbers. So how do we add them? Okay, so for square numbers, when we combine two consecutive triangular numbers, means the triangular numbers which come one after the other, like 1 plus 3. So we'll get a square number. Like 3 plus 6, 9. 9 is a square number. Similarly, 6 plus 10, 16. 16 is a square number. So whenever we add two consecutive triangular numbers, we get a square number. This is a property. Now, other property is numbers between square numbers. Okay. So the numbers which will come between the square numbers, what will happen with them? Okay. For example, 1 is a square number, then 4 is a square number. 2 and 3 are not square numbers. Okay. So there are two non-square numbers between the two square numbers, 1 and 4. Okay. Similarly, there are 6 non-square numbers between the two non-square numbers 9 and 16. Here, between 4 and 9, there are 4 non-square numbers. So 2, 4, 6, then next 8. So this is a pattern. There are 2n non-perfect square numbers between the square numbers of the numbers n and n plus 1. Whenever we find the squares of two consecutive numbers, like 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. So between 1 and 4 we have two non-square numbers, right? Between 4 and 9 we have 4 non-square numbers. Okay. 9 and 16 we have 6 non-square numbers. Here we have 8. And similarly here we'll have 10. So we can say we have 2n non-square numbers, non-perfect square numbers between the square numbers n and n plus 1. This is n, this is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So between these two we have 2. Similarly, between 2 and 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. So between these two, 2n means 2 multiplied by 2. Okay. And between 3 and 4, we'll get 2 multiplied by 3 because n is 3. So we have 6 non-perfect square numbers. This is how we are going to find the non-perfect square numbers between two consecutive numbers. Okay, now how do we add odd numbers? Okay, so how we'll add odd numbers, I'll tell you. So how to find means when we add odd numbers. So the sum of first n odd natural numbers. Sum of first n odd natural numbers. Odd natural numbers is n square. For example, when we are adding 1, okay, 1 is simply 1. 1 plus 2, n odd we want. We don't want even. So 1 plus 3, that will be 2 square. Okay. 1 plus 3 plus 5 will be 3 square. This is the number of digits. How many numbers we are adding? Here we are adding 3, so 3 square. Whenever we add the number, we'll get 5 plus 3 is equals to 8 plus 1 is 9. 3 square is 9. Okay, similarly 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. How many numbers are there? 4. So 4 square. Now add them. Are they equal? 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. And 4 square is also 16. So whenever we are doing the sum of first and odd natural numbers is n square. It is n square. The square of the number of numbers which we are adding. Okay. And we don't have to skip any number. If we skip any number, then it is not correct. Like 1, 3, 5, 7, and next will be 9. And the sum will be equal to 5 square, that is 25. Okay, so this is one property. So here, if the number is a square number, this number is a square number, it has to be sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. If we take only 1, it will be 1 square. So if all these numbers are square numbers, so these will be successive numbers starting from 1. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, and similarly it will go on. And similarly here also. Okay? Both will increase simultaneously. If a natural number cannot be expressed as sum of successive odd natural numbers, any square number, if it cannot be expressed as sum of odd natural numbers, then it is not a perfect square number. For example, we can check 35. Okay, we have to find, is it a sum of first and odd natural numbers? How we'll do that? We'll continue writing 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. This is 25 plus 11. 9 plus 11, 25 plus 11 is 36. So for 35 we'll have to add 10. And 10 is not an odd natural number. So 35 is not a perfect square. Okay, so whenever it is a square number, it should be expressed in the sum of first and odd natural numbers. Just like 25 is expressed, just like 36 is expressed. If it is 35, this will become 10 and this is a even number. So this will not go. Only for 36, when this will be 11, this is correct. 36 is a perfect square number. Okay. Next is, if we say a sum of consecutive natural numbers, like 3 square is equals to 9. So 3 square is equals to 9. It can be represented as 3 square minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3 square plus 1 divided by 2. So sum of two consecutive natural numbers. 3 square will be 9 minus 1 will be 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4 plus 3 square is 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 4 plus 5 is equals to 9. Similarly, if we want to express 11 square as this, 11 square is 121. 11 square minus 1 divided by 2 plus 11 square plus 1 divided by 2. This will be 121 minus 1, that is 120 divided by 2, that is 60. 121 plus 1, 122 divided by 2, that is 61. So 60 plus 61 is 121. So a square number is sum of two natural consecutive numbers. Two consecutive natural numbers means which numbers occur one after the other. So all square numbers will be sum of two consecutive numbers. Next will be product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers. Like when we say 11 into 13, okay, that will be equal to 143. So we can write it down as 12 minus 1 multiplied by 12 plus 1, because Why we can write it down? Because it will be 12 square minus 1, and 12 square is 144 minus 1. So this is how we can express it. That is sum of product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers, like here even odd. Similarly, if we take even numbers, like even numbers, we can take 44 into 46, that is 45 minus 1, 45 plus 1, right? This is also a method of finding squares. Okay, so this will be 45 square minus 1. 45 square is, find out what is 45 square. Okay, so this will be, this is the perfect, this will be the perfect square number, minus 1 will be the product of 2, 4. This will be the product of two consecutive even natural numbers. Okay, some more patterns in square numbers are, some more patterns we'll see. Like if we say 1 square, this is also a pattern, like 1 square will be 1. 11 square will be 1, 2, 1. Okay, next 1, 1, 1 square will be 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Similarly, 4 times of 1 square will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is also a pattern, like you can see here 2 has come in between 1, 1. Here in between 1, 1, you can see 2, 3, 2. Similarly, between 1 and 1, you can see 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So this pattern will go on in a pyramid shape. Okay. Another is, like if you see 7 square will be 49, 67 square will be 4489, 667 square will be 444889. Similarly, 6667 square will be 4 times 4, 3 times 8 and 9. So this pattern will also go on like this. Okay, so these are some patterns of finding squares. Now we'll come on to the exercise 6.1 of your book, that is at page number 96. Okay, so in this you have to see the question number 1. What will be the units digit of squares of the following numbers? Squares of the following numbers. So unit digit of squares. So we have studied the properties. If 1 is units digits, then its square will also have 1. See the property, I'll show you. See this property. If the number has 1 at unit digit or 9 at unit digit, the square number also will have 1. Okay, similarly, if 2 is at units digit, the square number will have 4. Okay, in the units digit place. If 2 is the units digit, 4 will be in the square numbers. So this question number 1 is for your homework. Next, question number 2. The following numbers are obviously not perfect squares. Give reasons why it is not a perfect square. First of all, 1057. See, whenever we have to find perfect square numbers, so first we'll see if the number has at units digit 0, 1, 4, 9, 6, 5. Then only it is a perfect square number. Here it is 7. It is not. Here it is 3. It is also not. 8, 2, 0. It can be a perfect square, but as you can see, there are only 3 zeros. When we have 2 zeros or 4 zeros or 8 zeros, then it will be perfect square. This has 3 zeros, then it is not perfect square. 2, no. 3 zeros, no. Only 0, no. Next is this also homework. Question number 3. The squares of which of the following would be odd numbers? Now we have to tell that which the squares, if we find out square of the number, which of the following will be odd numbers. See, if 1 is at units place, the square number will also have 1 at units place. So this will be odd number. 6 is at units place. So you will get 6 in the square also at units place. So this will be even. Here 9. So you will get at units place in the square number 1. So that will be odd number. Here 4. You will get at units place 6. So this is also even number. So 2 will have odd. Now this pattern you have to complete. This is till here it is done. Since 2 zeros are there, now 4 zeros will come. Similarly, this will be done. This you have to do in the book. 5th also you have to do on your own. Using the given pattern, find the missing numbers. The pattern is given 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. Okay. So as you can see, if you are doing 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square, you are getting 3 square. Then you are doing 2 square, 3 square, 6 square, 7 square you are getting. 2 3s are 6. Similarly, 3, 4, 12, 12. Next consecutive number of 12 is 13. So 13 square. 4 square, 5. So since you can see, this is the product. Third number is the product of the first two numbers. Third number is product of the first two numbers. So 4 5s are 20. So you'll get 20 here and consecutive will be 21. Similarly, 30 you have got 5 6 30 31. Similarly, 6 7 42 and 43. Without adding, find the sum. See, sum will be count the number and square it. Like 1 2 3 4 5 digits are there, so 5 square. Similarly, how many digits are there? Square that number. Express 49 as sum of 7 odd numbers. So you can just write down 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. That will be 49. Similarly, this can be done. How many numbers lie between squares of the following number? 12 and 13. How many numbers will be there between the squares of the following numbers? So how you can find out how many numbers will be there? I just now told you that if 12 and 13 are given, so you can find out like how many numbers will be between the squares of the following numbers. So you can see here. Come to page number 93. This numbers between square numbers I taught you. So between 12 and 13. So 12 square and 13 square. If you will go from here. So till 16 and 25 you are getting 8 non-square numbers. Right? Similarly, after 8 you will get 10. So 2n. N is 12. Means 12 multiplied by 2. That is 24 non-perfect square numbers you are going to get between 12 and 13. So here you will get 25 into 2. That is 50. So this is how you are going to do this exercise. Now we will move on to the next topic of this chapter. that is finding the square of a number. How to find the square of a number? Okay, so finding the square of number, how we can do that? So first of all, let us take an example. We have to find the square of 23. That means you have to square this number, right? That is 23 multiplied by 23. So how you are going to find that square number? Okay, so we can write down 23 as 20 plus 3. That means we are squaring 20 plus 3. So this means we are squaring this number, right? So we can write it down as 20 plus 3 multiplied by 20 plus 3. That is, because it is written square, that means we can write it 2 times like this. Now we'll write down 20 multiplied by 20 plus 3 plus 3 multiplied by 20 plus 3. This will be 400 plus 60 plus 60 plus 9. So this will be 400 plus 120 plus 9, that is 529. So this is how you are going to find the square of small natural numbers which are given to us. Okay. Now other pattern of squares is like we have to find the square of 25. So how to find square of 25 is 25 is equals to 25 square is equals to 625. That is equals to 2 into 3 plus 25. Hundreds plus 25. That is 2 into 3 hundreds plus 25. That is 625. This is also a pattern. Similarly, 35 square will be 1225. This can be written as 3 into 4 hundreds plus 25. Similarly, we can find out for 75 and 125. So, this will be like, consider a number within unit digit 5. The number of the units digit will always be 5. So that is any number. Let us take 45. Okay. Now 45 square we have to find out. So 45 square will be 10 into 4. 10 into 4 plus 5 whole square. That is 10 into 4 10 into 4 we can write down 4, or we can, let us solve this. How we will solve this? A plus b whole square. So we can write down 10 into 4 in brackets 10 into 4 plus 5 plus 5 10 into 4 plus 5. That is 400. 4 4s are 16. So we can write it down 10 into 4, 40 plus 5 plus 4 5s are 20 2200 plus 25. So this will be 4 for the 16, 1600 plus 45 plus 200 plus 25. So this when we will form into a formula, like when we want that this should be changed into a formula. So the formula will be simply when we have to find out A5 square, means some number is here at the place of A. It can be 4, it can be 12, it can be 13, any number. So this will be A into A plus 100 plus 25, any number. So we can take here just 45. This will be 4 plus 1, 100 plus 25. That is 4 5s are 20, 20. That will be 25. Okay. So this is how you are going to find out. Now we'll move on to the next topic, that is Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet. Pythagoras theorem. On that Pythagoras theorem, this is the triplet based on Pythagoras theorem. See, this is the collection of 3 numbers. Okay. Which is known as Pythagorean triplet. It is such collection that for, you can see at page number 98, this collection is such that for any natural number m greater than 1, 2m square plus m square minus 1 का whole square is equals to n square plus 1 whole square. For example, if we have a triplet 3, 4, 5. Okay. So how we are going to see it is a triplet or not? It is a triplet or not? So this we'll find out if 3 square plus 4 square will be equals to 5 square. That is 9 plus 16 is equals to 25. 25 is equals to 25. So yes, this is a Pythagorean triplet. This is how we are going to find out any other question related to Pythagorean triplet. Now we will move on to exercise 6.2 based on Pythagorean triplet and square of the numbers. So in first question we have to find the square of the numbers. As we have found out the square of 23 in this example, we will similarly find out the squares of the following numbers. If the unit digit is 5, so that is a different method. I have told you that method also. So first question you can do it. Second question, write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6. So you can consult to example number 3. Find a Pythagorean triplet in which one member is 12. So if we take m square minus 1 is equals to 12, we have to take m square minus 1 is equals to 12. So m square is equals to 12 plus 1, that is 13. So m square is equals to 13. Then the value of m will not be an integer. So we will take m square plus 1 is equals to 12. M square minus 1 is cancelled. M square plus 1 will be, so then m square will be 11. This will also not give an integer value. Let us take 2m is equals to 12. So m is equals to 6. M square minus 1 will be, m is 6. So m square will be 6 square, that is 36 minus 1, 35. Next will be m square plus 1, that is 37. So this is how we are going to find out. We have to try all the three. We have to find the value of m. Then we'll do m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. This is how we'll solve question number 2. Okay. This is all for today. Next topic, square roots, we'll start in the next class. Thank you, class.